now that spring is in full swing, you have nearly endless choices. I don't think I'm just going to talk to you. Endless choices in ways to make your garden pop and zing and pow, right? And Derek Thomas is here with us from Thomas Landscapes to talk about some plants that do that, because we want to see those like tropical looking plants this time of year. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Absolutely. And you know, it's become all the rave. Tropicals are very, very hot.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Okay.
People people always want a nonstop show in their garden, and most perennials don't do that. As a matter of fact, what do you see that's really absent in this whole display?
Well, I know that this is a hibiscus, only this is like the one thing that I know, but for the most part, like the flowers.
Yeah, everything that we're talking about here is really eclectic combinations that you can do without flowers.
Right.
So you can do something like a New Zealand flax and a caladium together to give you that pop. You know, you can do something like a Rex begonia. Now, this Rex begonia will flower, but it's grown for its leaves.
Pretty.
We were talking about this foxtail fern, which is very, very soft and adds a little bit of dimension to the garden. You know, the other thing that you can do is if you don't want to go completely eclectic, you want to be a little bit more stately, you can do this agave. Look at how elegant this looks in a nice pot. Just by itself.
Is this how we get our agave? It's all the rage now.
This is absolutely agave syrup and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a little bit spiny. And this one is also, if you want a low maintenance garden, this one is great.
I like how that looks. It kind of reminds you of aloe vera a little bit, right?
It's similar to an aloe vera. It is absolutely in that same succulent family. But agave has been used for centuries medicinally, too. Now, what about if you want to put together something that's going to give nonstop show all summer long? These, the first thing I like to start out is with a high gloss pot.
Pretty.
So something, pick out the pot and then put the plants together. Now, like we said, you could do something just like a hibiscus. A hibiscus, we were talking about glossy-leaved plants. That looks nice. It sets it off. You get it out of the grower's pot just by itself. But what about if you want a little bit of pizzazz? I've put this container together. This container is going to be non-stop for the entire summer. You've got Persian shield, which is purple and green. You've got lantana, which is going to flower out and it's going to flow over the pot. You've got the begonia rex, caladium, and New Zealand flax. The pot looks put together. It's going to last all summer. If you want to add a little bit, a little bit of different texture, you can bring a grass into it. But play around with it. When you go to the garden center, mix it up. Don't be afraid. Don't go to just the impatience, the normal standby flowers. Mix it up. This year, challenge yourself to get some good color in your garden without the flowers.
Eric, you know what? I'm truly inspired because I think I'm afraid of failure, so I don't do this. But especially in like a potted piece, so what if I fail, right?
Yeah, don't be afraid. And I've also done my little hint with this. These are all false planted. So like say if this Persian shield should fail, we can pull her out. And then we can put something else in its place. Maybe we'll put the caladium in there. We'll put the grass in there.
And you
so if one of the plants fail, and I just top it out with this, with the mulch. But if one of the plants fail, you can absolutely, don't be afraid of failure. Experiment a bit this weekend at the garden center and create a captivating, eclectic container for the summer.
You have empowered me.
Yay.
I can do this, and I will do this with the help of Derek, of course. You don't understand how much I email this man about suggestions. Anyway, Derek Thomas, thank you. You're wonderful. Stay with us. We will be right back with the final check of the forecast.